This is my Toyota Tacoma, and in today's video we're going to install some of the coolest lights you can install on any vehicle. So for my installation, we're going to be installing 8 rock lights. So depending on how you're going to wire it, it may be a little bit different, but for me, I'm going to start with the super long cable. We're going to run it from the driver's side all the way to the passenger side. Once we get it all the way to the passenger side, we're going to run it down and hopefully run it across the frame. That's my plan as of now, but we'll see. I have the aux beam switch panel, so I'm going to run the cable from here, and I'm going to run it the same way I've ran this cable. Double check it, triple check it, make sure you're not running by anything that's turning, moving, and make sure that there's nothing that is hot by these cables. We don't want to fire. Once we get it to this side, we're going to run it down as far as possible, all up against the engine bay, and we're going to slide it right down until we can see it underneath the truck. So it was a success. Now we're going to either run it straight through here, or we're gonna run it and come and bring it up through here. I haven't decided just yet, but next let's get this cable all the way to the bed of the truck. Whoa, you can actually see me talking to the microphone. That's funny. Okay, I guess we'll run with this shot. Once you get the cables ran, now it's time to figure out where you actually want the lights to go. I personally am gonna be going for this corner right here and this corner right here. Working on the passenger side, you got 4 of these to deal with. You have one right here, another one up here, and then 2 right here. One here, and then the other one's over there. I know we want it in this general area, but go ahead and get inside. Line it up exactly where you want it. Try to mark it some way, somehow. I think right there is good. So what I'm gonna do is just scratch with my nail, and you can see right there. So underneath here, just in that area, I can make a little cut and run that cable through there. So let me show you how we're gonna get this pod to stick up here. If you have a plastic trim tool, then I would recommend that, but if not, a flathead screwdriver will do the trick. Just be gentle when taking them off so you don't scratch the paint. Then bada boom, bada bing, you're inside of this beautiful, beautiful thing. You get a little baggie inside. Ta-da! Put this bad boy in there. And then on the flip side, big washer and the nut. And then it should look like that. Before we tidy everything up, this cable has to go into there. These 2 cables need to be connected to each of the pods. So the driver's side is a piece of cake. If you've done any type of installation, you're gonna have no problem at all with this. The passenger side is not hard by any means. You just have to figure out where exactly you want to run the wires, and then all the way down, you just gotta stay away from the exhaust on the Toyota Tacoma. Now that they're all installed, let's see how they perform. We just gotta wait for it to get dark out. Alrighty, so now that it's nighttime, what do you guys think? These are insane. So only for video purposes, I did clear on this side, and then I ran the blues on the other, but man, oh man, this thing looks like a rocket ship. You can purchase the clear caps and you can purchase the blue. So if one day you just want to be a straight up mall crawler and just flex on everybody, then by all means do so. I promise you, it literally takes at most 5 minutes to go around, switch out all the caps. Now, I will say, there's 2 different options. There's a high and a low, and your boy cut the cable and realized that after. But you guys already know, go big or go home. That's why I'm not too upset that I cut the cable. I just wish I would have shown you before I cut the cable. Hollywood grade lighting. I could record a whole video in my wheel well. You're driving and you can see rocks or whatever, speed bumps, whatever the case may be. You can definitely see how bright these actually are. So this right here is a good representation. You can see they cut right down the middle, but look at how much stronger the white light is versus that blue light. Now, out of all the lights that I have on my truck, the rock lights, for some reason, get the most attention. I'll turn on all the lights, and then boom, everyone goes straight to the rock light. They want to see why it looks like I have the sun in my wheel well. I don't know about you guys, but when I do modifications to my truck, I want it to be as unique as possible. I want it to be as different as possible. With these rock lights, they can be so much more than rock lights. If you want, okay, you can take that single pod and install it 4 different ways. I mean, come on, take a look at this. Okay, so this is the Magnum mount from Diode Dynamics. Now, if you have a big bed rack, this is gonna be the one for you. If you're at a campsite, you can have them faced out towards the campsite. This is not my campsite. Or if you need light inside the bed, you can flip them up and have them facing down towards the bed. Or if you're out in foggy weather, you can slap them up there, put an orange cover on them, and run them on the low option and have them as chase lights. Just with one single mount, I've thought of 3 different scenarios that you could use this on. I've already seen a lot of these on Instagram, and I gotta say, I probably have like one of the most basic setups with them. And when you pick up your pair, let me know how you run them. Can't wait to see them.